Hi there. I want to have a go at recreating this image, which I talked about the other day, just as some kind of workflow guide. So I've started off, obviously brought the real image in to act as a source. I've created the background, which we've done in a previous video, but basically I've just selected the red colour of the source and created a white spot on top of it, just using a soft brush. And then I've brought in a fire extinguisher image, which I just got off Google, which I've cut out, and a source bottle. Now I've scaled these things to look about the same size as the ones in the original image, so I've just laid them on top. So I'm thinking we need to start off by cutting out a copy of probably the top part of the extinguisher. So if we find our extinguisher layer, we can hide the background so we don't confuse ourselves. I want to make a copy of the extinguisher layer, so I've got a spare. I'll drag my copy down to the bottom. I want to scale it up. If I hold down Alt, I should be able to scale it from the center like that. I'm going to turn my source bottle on, but I need to try and get the top piece of this fire extinguisher lining up with the top of this bottle, somewhere around there. That looks good. Right, so now this extinguisher wants to be in front of our source bottle, and we need to create a layer mask, and we just need to paint out most of this fire extinguisher now. And we've got a white mask, so we'll be painting on it in black. I can probably use my quick selection tool to select up most of this bottle. It's just caught a little piece at the top. I want all the top. That's pretty good. And I'm just going to fill the layer mask in with black. Deselect everything. We can see how we're looking. Let's just hide my background one because it's making things confusing. I'm just going to go in with a brush and tidy up any of these pieces I've missed. Is that big enough? Yeah, it's probably big enough. Let's just move it down a shade so it just overlaps the top of that bottle. I'm just looking at it. What did I do then? No idea. Jump page. Just zoom in on the top here so we can see that we're lining it. You see here, I've missed a piece. I've like messed up on my trimming. So what's nice about using the layer mask is we can draw on it in the opposite colour. Oops. Oh, got a soft brush. I need a hard brush to get a hard edge. Let's make a hard brush. Let's just draw in there, and we should be able to put those pieces back in. We've also got an invisible piece up here, which I'm noticing, which doesn't appear to be there at all. That's a problem. Oh. I'm just tidying up some of these areas. There's some little edges showing. If I just make a background layer, and we'll fill that in black, maybe. So just so you can see these bits, we need to do a better job of cleaning up. So I'm just going in with a hard brush and just tidying up some of these raggedy bits. also got the entire bottom of the extinguisher we don't want. Well, we might want it, I haven't decided. Okay, is that a line too? Yeah. Okay, so we can hide that layer again. Put our background on. Now we're some of the way along, but this part is way too big, and I want to scale this down and use it on the rest of the bottle. Let's just duplicate this entire layer. So I'm duplicating my extinguisher layer. Okay. So now we've got a copy. Let's try adjusting the size of this. I'm going to ignore the hose piece for now. I'm just focusing on trying to get this bottom piece to fit on. Probably don't want it covering the label. Alright. I think... oh, that's going to be challenging because these are definitely two different size hoses. I know what we're going to do. We're going to cheat dramatically. Or at least be creative dramatically. So let's hide this layer which is confusing us. I just want to focus on getting rid of this hose. So I need to draw on that in black. I need to get rid of all this piece, don't I? Down to about there. I put my other piece back on. So we call this top extinguisher. Top extinguisher. Right. I think we just need to paint out the rest of the... oops. Get on the mask. And we're painting on it in white. Why is that not working? Painting on it in black. Why's my mask not working? That's a sign of intelligence, because I'm on the wrong mask. If nothing's working, it's because you've got the wrong layer. So it's the extinguisher layer. There we go. Right. Right, so we've got our bottle. I've just noticed there's a piece of the extinguisher there, isn't there, as well? Which we can just get rid of at the same time. Right, what are we gonna do with this hose? Now I've got another copy of the image here. The whole extinguisher. Let's just call this hose. And let's try and cut out everything apart from the hose. So let's stick a mask on it again. Let's just turn everything else off so we're not confusing matters. And drawing on the layer mask in black, I just want to get just the hose. Oh, done it again. Okay, so there's just our hose, and we've got the bottom of the fire extinguisher and the top of the fire extinguisher. Now, how can we make those two things match up? Let's just try transforming it. Ooh. Hold down Alt, not Alt, Shift. that's kind of working. So I just held down shift, dragged the top piece up. Let's put my bottle back on. I want to hide this little piece where the top piece connects on. So I'm just connecting that layer. I want to move it up a bit again. So I'm just going to hold shift, drag it up. Oops, shift, drag it up to there. Let's get on my mask layer and brush it out using black. I'll do. That's enough rock and roll, as they say. We're still gonna we've still got some weird lines just here, which I think I can just brush out on the mask. Just missed some raggedy edges in my there we go. We can live with that for the time being. But you get the idea how we can kind of assemble these things together from a bunch of different images. Thank you for watching.